Grid Series Round 2. It's finally here. I know Round 4 is round the corner. Sadly, I will be missing Round 4. I just can't afford it this month because I have had to put a lot of money into Daytona 24 Hours and into some other endurance races I'm doing over the year. But that does not really matter because I've still got some decent content out for you guys this month, which includes this race. Now, Round 2 is going to be quite interesting because it is a last to first challenge, essentially, because I decided to try a new technique, which didn't exactly work out. You're about to find out how it went in this video. You guys know the format. It's 1 practice, 3 heats, and a race. All the points will be totaled up in the heats, and then in the race, it'll be totaled up, and that's where you will start for the race. Pretty simple. Let's get on with it. Lights go green and let's go racing now. Going into the first corners, I've started pole position, so I am very lucky. But now I've got to try keep this lead and even try extend it. But knowing from my practice, even though I haven't shown you practice because it was literally just me practicing, my laps were horrible, and honestly I don't think I'll be able to keep this lead for much longer as shown earlier because I went wide earlier in the race. Anyway, we've got a driver behind us. I now have to go on defensive lines, but that also means I'm going extremely wide and I don't know how to turn this car properly, apparently, and now we've got a driver in front of us. The aim now is to try keep second place and see if we can develop a gap with this guy so we don't have to deal with 3rd place or 4th place during this race, and then both of us can just cruise to that podium. I'm going to try stick behind him and I'm going to see how he brakes compared to me so I can try learn it and then try replicate it in this kart, because even though I do love the electric Sodies, I just don't know how to drive them properly, especially round Mitcham. I am not the best round Mitcham. I'm trying to improve, but I'm just not the best. So yeah, we're going to have to deal with my lack of skill for this. But anyway, it is now, I think, lap 3 or 4 now, and yeah, we're just going to be stuck behind this guy for a very, very long time. It's going to be a pretty boring heat, I will admit. After the entire race, we were able to just build that gap with that driver, and we were able to actually get a decent gap to 3rd and 4th place. But that also means that you guys had a pretty boring race to watch for Heat 1. So yeah, that's why I've cut most of it out. Let's go to the checkered flag and let's just go straight into Heat 2, which I know is going to have some carnage in it. Lights go green and let's go racing. I started last in this race and already I'm making up ground. I'm trying to keep it clean, but also trying not to kill others at the same time because these race starts are always very chaotic at Mitcham. I'm already back in the same position I already was. Got a driver next to me. Let's just try get past him here. We are able to. But now we've got to deal with these guys, which is going to be stressful because most of them are actually locals. So yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting. Now, going into some of these corners here, we're going to try keep behind 17, we'll try get a move done, and let's hope we can get past him in the coming laps. Now, in Heat 2, there's going to be quite a few battles and I need to try to take advantage of these battles because that means I could gain possibly 1 position or gain 2 positions, which is going to be very good. Now, let's just go to a bit where there's some fighting going on. Wait, never mind, actually. no. Let's go to a bit where there's fighting. I only took a couple corners to then realise I'm going to be able to gain some positions from this. Now, going down the ramp, 17 does try a move, and then going into these hairpins here, firstly, I'm behind 17. 17 goes for a move. He's not able to do it, but I'm able to sneak up the inside. I absolutely send it. I do send it into 26 in the process. I do apologise. And now let's try work with 26 to get past more carts, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more places to be made up here. And there is, because in front someone spins, and now we're going to try to take advantage of it. 26 does. I get knocked to the side by accident, and then cart 12, he tries to send it down the inside, but it doesn't work. And then now there's a red flag, because apparently there's a big incident. But yeah, this is going to be interesting after the red flag, I'd say. After the brief red, it goes yellow. It's going to go green very soon. And let's get back to racing conditions. Now, we got to try get past cart 12 here. He's going on a bit of a defensive line, but I've got to try make sure I defend my position, but I also try overtake cart 12 in the process, because I feel like I actually have the pace to keep up with this guy and possibly go faster than him. So I got to try take advantage of that. Already I'm thinking, let's take advantage of his wide position, but no, I accidentally spin him, and yeah, it does not go well. And cart 17 also overtakes me in the process, and we have yet another red flag. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very, very brief red flag, hopefully. Yes, it is. Already yellow flags. It's going to go green immediately. All of us get up to pace, and let's get back to the racing. Now, let's try get past cart 17 as quick as possible. Or is it the end of the race already? I can't tell. Never mind. It is green flags, and let's get this underway. Cart 12 just squishes us out. I don't blame him in a way, because I did spin him, but at the same time, you can't be doing that in a race. Now, I'm already thinking, should we send it up the inside? I try to use the boost button. As you can see there, it doesn't work because we are on speed 4. He goes for a defensive line. That also means he's going to compromise his entry, so I try get a better exit. It does not work, and I've actually built more of a gap doing that in the process. But through here, we're going to notice he takes out cart 17. I get rear-ended, and I just take 2 positions, because it was technically green flags. I thought it was going to be red flag immediately, which is why I stopped. But luckily, no. And yeah, it's going to be a red flag for quite a bit. After the red flag, it goes yellow. It's going to go green, hopefully immediately. Yes, it does. And now let's get back to the racing. Now we've got a pretty significant gap to the drivers ahead, so I've got to try close that down pretty quickly, and hopefully we can get some battles going until the end of the race. But to my knowledge, I thought this was going to happen again. It is another red flag, because the driving tonight was just as horrendous as round 1. So it's going to be very interesting, let's say. Already yellow flags. It's going to go green. Hopefully it does very soon. Yes, it does. I've now caught up to the pack because of that red flag, because I was quite cheeky. But now, let's try take advantage of the battling and try get ahead. It is so hard to judge and try overtake on this track, because on speed 4 with the locals, they are quite the violent bunch, some of them. So it is quite hard to race all of them. Anyway, let's try get past these drivers as quick as possible. We're going to try follow cart 26. He's going to be the guy that he constantly looks back. I'm trying to tell him, let's work together, but he is not listening, and he's just going out for himself, trying to defend for me. He's trying to defend against me, and it's actually compromising him at the same time, which is really annoying. But anyway, now they've built a gap to me, and it's going to be a theme like this for quite a bit, possibly until the end of the race. And yes, as I predicted, it stayed like this for the rest of the race. And it is the checker flag in the end of Heat 2. let's just get into heat 3 and let's get this last heat done with, because I don't feel like I'm driving the best at the moment and I just want to get this race done with. Lights go green and let's go racing. Now, I've started about 7th place or so we got to try keep this position. I try make up 6th place. I do launch myself forward. I actually end up going down to 8th place and losing a position to one of the Prowleys, which is the guy in front of us. Now we got to try keep behind him. Oh wait, never mind, there's a red flag. Never mind, that's going to go straight to yellow before anyone can stop. And then it's going to go to green flags, and then we go back to racing. Now, I'm actually going to stay in this position. I know that's a big spoiler of the race, but that's the brutal truth. Because, honestly, in this session, I was lacking the skill to catch up to these guys and lacking the skill to commit into a braking zone. So, yeah, it's not going to be the funnest session for me or for you guys, because there's not going to be any racing. Never mind, we do have some crashes to watch though. The guy in the black helmet just got knocked into the side, had a pretty unlucky hit there. But now, that has brought the gap a little bit shorter and a yellow flag has come out so they can go get the guy. Now it's gone green and let's go racing again. Even though I had a smaller gap because of that yellow flag, it is now just extended back up because apparently I don't know how to drive this kart properly around this circuit, which is lovely. I should actually explain, throughout all of these heats I've been trying a new technique, which is the trail braking technique through this circuit. I thought it would be a lot quicker, but apparently not. I am considerably slower than everyone else who is doing a different type of technique, which is gaining them a much faster advantage. But now, honestly, this is going to be very boring. I'm going to stay like this for the whole race, essentially, until I have to start defending against some people. A few laps later, I actually have to start going on defensive lines because the guy behind me is now starting to catch up to me, and I have a feeling he's going to make a move soon down the inside. And he's going to, because I am taking my anger out on the wheel because I apparently don't know how to drive this kart properly because I'm going into barriers left, right and centre. He has finally gone past me. I've got another driver behind him. That is Nari. I actually know him from a friend and he decided to come down to do just round 2 of Mitcham Grid Series. But anyway, let's try get ahead of kart 9 again. I need to try get past him as quick as possible so I don't have to worry about Nari behind me trying to attack me either. But I genuinely think I'm not going to be able to catch up to this guy because of how horribly I am driving at the moment. I am slowly closing that gap though. It is showing because he is starting to muck up from the pressure. It does show some drivers do know how to drive a lot quicker than some others, but they don't know how to deal with pressure in certain situations. But now, this is going to be a good way to overtake him here because he messed up massively and missed the apex by miles. Same almost here, and he smacked into the barriers. He is going on a bit of a defensive line now, and because of that I am able to catch up and I'm going to be able to get a move done probably in the next couple corners. I just need to hope I don't muck up and go right into the barriers myself. Now the gap is building up again because he managed to take the corner a lot better than me. Through here though, I'm able to get a slightly better exit. Never mind, the gap just builds up. It looks like it's going to stay like this for quite a bit. There is also one thing I am starting to notice. My kart's throttle is actually sticking because going through those 2 hairpins there, I have no sort of control of the kart. It just accelerates without me pressing the accelerator. And I'm starting to get a bit fed up of it. I thought I would be able to deal with it, but clearly not. So in the next coming laps, I am actually going to dive into the pits and get a kart change, even though it is the end of the race. But yeah, because of this, I've actually had Nari catch up to the back of me now, which is making life a lot worse. What the f***? Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. No, 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 what the f***? I end up diving into the pits and actually getting that kart changed out. Come on, man! My throttle stuck 5 times. I almost crashed into many cars.
Your car got stuck?
No, the throttle stuck.
Okay, jump up, we can swap your car out.
Yeah.
Jump into car number 4.
Yeah, got it. I hop back on track after getting into a new kart, but I know it's useless because there's only really a couple laps left and I've got cold tyres. So, yeah, I should have just stayed out and, yeah, I would have lost lots of points either way if I stayed out on that kart. So, yeah, let's just go to the checker flag and let's get into the final. Well, after all 3 heats, I am at my lowest moment, I'll be honest. I know I'm not doing well. I tried this new technique and it's just not working at all around this track. Mitcham is a unique track. You need a certain technique to go around it, and I tried to see if a different technique would work, which was not a good idea. For the final, I decided to say to myself, I'm gonna use my old technique, the brake hard, flick it in, and we're gonna see what happens with that technique, see if I'm any quicker. Hopefully I am. We've just got to pray. I think I'm starting P9 for the grand final, which is basically last place. So I think the challenge is, if I am quick, let's do a last to first challenge. Let's go for it. Lights go green and let's get racing. Now, we already make a position going into the first corner. I think I'm about to make a second one. Never mind, I lose it again. I get squished out. I lose 2 positions, actually. And then up the ramp, I just dive it down the inside. Never mind. There is actually a red flag because people don't know how to drive at the start of these races. And now I've lost that position and I'm now 2 positions down. This is a lovely start to this race. Finally goes yellow flags. It's going to go green, hopefully immediately. Yes, it does. And now we need to try and get past kart 15 pretty quickly. Now, that shouldn't be too hard because he is considerably slower than me and it does show. I do accidentally bump into the side of him. That's not too bad. I go for the switchback. And I'm thinking, I'm going to try get a switchback on him. He does squish me out to the outside, but I don't mind that because I know going down the ramp, I'm going to have enough speed to just absolutely send it down his inside. He does squish the gap. I don't know if that was my fault or not, but according to the marshals, that was a fair move. They would have brought me in if it wasn't a fair move. So now we've gained position. Now, we need to try chase after Nari now because he's got a significant gap to us after that horrendous move I went for. And it's going to take quite a few laps to catch up to him though. So let's go fast forward a few laps and then let's get to the battle. I am slowly starting to catch up to Nari because of the drivers ahead and because I have got a clear pace advantage compared to him. The drivers in front are slowly going to slow him down, hopefully, from all the battling, and that's going to give me the opportunity to overtake Nari and get a move done. And hopefully, if I don't keep on hitting barriers, if that's the case, I can actually get a decent position. I think at this moment of time, I am 7th place. Why do I keep on hitting that inside barrier? I have an obsession with it. Anyway, going through the corners now, we are slowly catching up to Nari. Hopefully, in the coming laps or so, we'll be able to get a move done pretty quickly. The drivers in front are now starting to slow him down, which is perfect for me because I am slowly closing that gap. I'm getting those hot laps in and I'm getting quicker and quicker and quicker. as I go. That old technique is helping a lot through the corners. It's really showing I've got such a pace advantage now because I've gone back to a technique that I am very used to at this track. Let's just hope we can get that move done. We are slowly getting onto the back of him, and soon we'll be able to get that move done down the inside. You can see his racing line compared to me is not as good. He's trying to flick the kart in too much, which means he's having to overcorrect, and then during that overcorrect he loses too much speed. Now we are right behind him now, and we've got 2 drivers ahead of us that I plan to overtake as well. Let's try use this and get ahead of him. He's trying to say let's work together, but I'm not keen on that because I know the end of the race is now coming and I want to get a move done pretty soon. You can see I brake a lot later than him, which means I have to brake sharply just to stop from going into the back of him, which means that I'm actually losing more time. I'm now saying to him let's work together to try fool him a bit. I know it's dirty tactics, but at this point in the race, I just wanted to get ahead. I don't really care what I was trying to say. I just wanted to get ahead of him and make sure I can go for that podium. Because looking at the drivers ahead, the podium is very possible. The drivers are all bunched up now, and we are going to have a massive battle in the next coming laps. So we've got to hope that happens soon. A couple more laps have gone by, and I know I want to get a move done pretty quickly. I am right on the back of Nari now, and I know he's going on those defensive lines, which is slowing him down a lot more. So, going through this S corner now, I know I'm right behind him. I've got the speed, and I've got the boost advantage, so I'd send it down the inside. It was a bit ambitious, but it was legal. So, he sends it down the inside again to try counter that move. I shut the inside though, just about. He does stick the nose in. You see me jerking the wheel just to try to control the kart, but I have been able to control it now, and I'm saying to him, let's work together and let's get to the drivers ahead, because I know I can catch the drivers ahead, but I'm worried he's actually going to attack. So I need to try get a gap built up pretty quickly, and then we can start going for the drivers ahead, because I know I'm faster than both of them. It's pretty obvious. I am starting to catch up to them, and they are battling quite hard, which means that they are slowing each other down from defensive lines. So let's hope in the coming laps we can get a move done down the inside on one of these drivers. A couple laps go by, and now the driver in front is going to try a move. He tries the switch back down the inside. He knows he's not going to make it, so he backs out. But going through here, I have a feeling soon he is going to make that dive down the inside. I am giving him a few bumps just to say that I am there, and to say that I've got that little bit more pace than him. But now I know that move is going to come any time now, because I am very close to the back of these drivers, and I've clearly got the pace advantage against these guys. I've just got to try take advantage of any move the guy in front tries to take. But now I do give him a bump. It was a bit harsh, but he is able this time. Nope, sadly not. He did try that inside move again. Through here though, he doesn't try it again. I do give him 2 bumps by accident through there because of how much slower he is going through the corner. But now going up the ramp and going into the corners here, I know he is going to get closer and closer to the guy ahead again, and he's going to try get a move done pretty quickly. A few more laps have gone by, and I have been stuck behind these two for quite a bit, and I know I want to get a move down the inside of one of these guys pretty quickly so I can gain those extra positions. Finally, the guy in front, he's able to get a proper switchback done. Through here, they have to be a lot slower. I take advantage of it, send it down the inside of that driver here, but because I'm on that outside, it's really bad, and I'm not able to get the grip to get past him. But now, he's able to get in front. I'm going to try and move down the inside, but this is quite controversial.
Come on, man. Really?
At the time, I thought that was a pretty fair move, and I just thought he didn't see me. But that was the issue. He didn't see me, which means it wasn't exactly a fair move, and I felt like at the end of that, I was a bit too far back to go for that But I decided it was the end of the race and I just wanted to get that move down the inside, because at the end of the day, it's just results. Finally, it is the yellow flag and it is the end of the race. Finally, we have managed to get 4th place. I think it was from 9th place at the start of the session, which I will take happily. Well, that race definitely lightened the mood for me. I managed to go from 9th place to 4th place, which I will take any day of the week. Going back to the old technique was probably the best thing I could have done in that situation, and I'm glad I did. Hopefully, in the next race that I do at this track, it's going to be a lot better and I'm going to get a lot better result. The next race is actually going to be at Mitcham again. It is a couple days after Grid Series. If you guys remember James from the 50 lap race I did back in February, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, it was January that I did that 50 lap race. I dropped him a message and said, "Are you up to go to Mitcham again?" He said yes, and we both decided to do the 50 lap race on the Wednesday at 3:50. Let's hope that's an interesting race. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a comment in the video just to say, and I need feedback on this, if my videos are any good, because I would like to know what are good about my videos and what's bad about my videos, because I want to produce the best content for you guys so everyone can watch it and enjoy it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.